Hi, I'm Colin. Welcome to Learn Somatics. Today I want to show you a nice simple movement that gets into the waist. It's called hip hikers. Great for addressing that trauma reflex where you may have tightness on one side. And great for walking, help to make walking a little freer. So give it a try, and as always, let me know how you get on. Working position for hip hikers is actually going to be one leg bent and the other leg straight, laying down on your back. Switch legs for this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to be working with the bent leg side first. So if you want to put your hands on your hips when you do this so you can feel the bony part, the pelvis there. And all we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing this side hip up toward our armpit, hiking our hip, hence the name. So give that a try. See if you can, what do you have to do to draw your hip up to your armpit? Okay, and as I draw my hip up, I can feel tension in this side waist. I can also feel my opposite side waist getting longer. And then slowly just relax back to rest. You'll notice my head moved a bit there as well. That's fine if that happens. So we'll just do that again. We're drawing this hip up toward our armpit and then slowly releasing. And if you find it's difficult to feel that, what you can do to help is, as well as drawing this hip up, reach away with your straight leg. So if I just do that, if I go, okay, I'm going to slide my leg down, the same thing happens. It's the same action. This hip moves towards the armpit. So to reach with the leg and to hike with the hip are actually the same movement pattern. And then slowly release. So now that you've got a feel for both drawing the hip up and sending the leg away, you can do both together. Drawing the hip up, reaching away with the leg, and now that gets a nice strong contraction in my left waist, and then slowly relaxing down, back to rest. So when the left waist tightens, the right waist lengthens. Let's try that again. So just gently drawing the hip up and reaching away with the leg. And you can feel that quite strongly in your waist. You should be able to feel it. Again, you'll see my head tends to get drawn towards the short side. That's fine, that's normal. Allow that to happen. And sometimes what happens here is people will arch their back as they do this. So if you find you're arching your back, arch your back on purpose without doing anything with the hips, and slowly let it come down, and then hike the hip and reach with the foot, with the leg, and then slowly release. All right, we'll just do that 1 or 2 times. Reaching, drawing the hip up, reaching along with the leg, feel it in the left waist, and then slowly release. 1 more time, drawing the left hip up, reaching along with the right leg, tighten the left waist, long in the right waist, and then slowly relaxing back to rest. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. Once you've done that a few times, you can lay out flat. And as always, you want to check in and see what feels different after doing that. You should have some sense of more awareness of your waist that you've been shortening and lengthening. In this case, the left. Okay, so when you're ready then, you can slide up the other leg. And you're just going to do the same thing on the second side. So you'll be able to see it from the other side now. So again, back is at rest, it's not arched, it's not flattened. And then we're going to hike that hip up and send the left leg down that way. Hip goes this way, leg goes that way on that side. And then slowly release. And again, we're drawing the right hip up, sending the left hip away. So it's completely the opposite of what we were doing. Again, the head will tend to go towards the short side waist, which is the right side in this instance. And then slowly release. Remember, we're going to go slow and deliberate. Right hip up, left hip away. And slowly release. Just 1 or 2 more times. Drawing the right hip up, sending the right hip away. Feeling the tension on the right side waist. The left side is getting long. Slowly relaxing back to rest. Let's do that 1 more time. Right hip draws up, left hip reaches away, left leg reaches away. And then slowly release. Okay, and again, put the legs down and see how that feels. This is quite good for lower backs as well. If the QLs are tight, which can feel like it's a lower back pain, but it's actually they're part of the back complex. They extend the spine, but they also do that action of shifting the hips up and down. Okay, so now that you've done both sides, let's play a little bit. Bring the two legs up and see if we can do that action of the hips with the two legs bent. Okay, so we're going to draw the left hip up, the right hip moves away, and now we're going to let the right hip come up and let the left hip move away. And we're just going back and forth, getting the coordination between the hips. As one side lengthens, as one waist lengthens, the opposite side shortens, and vice versa. Again, you'll see my head is moving. That's fine. You want to allow your head to go along for the ride. And you want to notice, is it easier to go in one direction or the other? And if it is, just take your time, move carefully, and see if you can even it out a little bit. So can you let your right waist get long so that it's easy to bring your left hip up? And can you let your left waist get long so it's easy to bring your right hip up? Alrighty. Again, when you're done, let the legs lay out flat. And just notice how that feels through your low back, through your waist, and down into the legs. And even a little, you may feel some change up through the top of the body as well. So that's hip hikers. Give it a try and see what you think.